Hi everyone, and welcome back. Today is a special day because Anteam just released a performance music video. And if you know me, I don't usually react to performance music videos, but let me tell you that I watched this music video while I was at work, and I have never felt the desire to just leave so strongly before, because it was so difficult to see all the details of the music video on the small screen, and there were many moments where I wanted to just scream because of what was happening on it. And I was just, I need to watch this on my computer. I need to watch this on a bigger screen. I need to get the full experience of this music video because it is so good. The choreo, the outfits, the music, the visuals. I don't ever talk about visuals, okay? But here I am, freaking out about the visuals. They looked so good. And honestly, I can talk about lore. There is totally some lore in this music video. It may just be a choreography performance music video, but the outfits tell a story, the setting tells a story, and especially the lyrics tell a story. So it's not too far from what I do. So yeah. Anyways, I'm really excited. Let's get started. Fair warning that I may or may not scream while watching this music video. And I'm going to do it with captions off at the beginning, the first watch, and then we'll put the captions on for the second watch for the lore reasons. Okay! That sound! Joe's hair! Yes! I love this outfit on Yuma. Oh my god, him in black hair too? Ah! The lyrics are so good. Ah, yes! These outfits! Ah! Oh my god, wait, hold on. This hair on Yuma! Oh, the moon on the collar? Oh my god! Yes, Joe! Oh my god! This part. Wait, it's coming! Okay. Yuma. Oh my god. Let's go. This music video, the choreo, the outfits, the freaking makeup, the hair, everything about this, and it's a performance music video, is so freaking perfect. The camera work, when I was in the break room earlier watching this, I was screaming, let me tell you. And not screaming, kind of like what I was doing a little bit, because I got neighbors, so I'm trying not to be too loud, but like, I was going, and in the little kind of couch cubicle that we had in that break room, I was just there holding it in. I was like, I need to experience this fully, and I cannot do that here. So I'm so glad that I'm doing this, because I really need to see this. And God, the way, like, you can dissect so much. There's so many things. The question that I have is this going to be their setting and outfits in the official music video? Because typically what happens with the performance music videos is they're the settings and outfits from the official music video. That takes a section of it where they actually took the time to, like, do the full dance and everything, and they make a performance video out of it. And so typically that's what happens. And if that's the case, then there are definitely some theories that I have regarding their lore. So my favorite part, it's what I do, it's who I am, is we're going to analyze the performance music video and admire their beautiful, beautiful choreography as well. So to kind of start off, there's a couple of things that we're going to need to go through. It's the lyrics, which for the lyrics, we're going to go through what it could mean for the story, but we're also going to go through what it could mean for Anteam's story, because a lot of what Go in Blind is, which I talked about in the concept reaction, it also talks about their own journey with their debut and with their music and being a global group and stuff. So we're going to talk a bit about that too, I think. I got to take a look at some of the lyrics earlier. I was like, okay, there's definitely lore here for sure. So yeah. So to kind of start off, with the lore, it could take place in either two time periods, technically 3. The most obvious, which is I think what some people are expecting, is the Witch of Yarasa time period, which takes place 10 years after all the previous music videos, aside from Fireworks, that we've watched before. It can take place after the Blood Altar timeline, so sometime after that, continuing the story of Dark Moon 2 Moons. And even if they did do that, it would still say Witch of Yarasa at the end, so we won't fully know until we get, like, the webtoon come out. Or taking place in both, and I say this, and I'll kind of explain why I'm saying this. It could take place in kind of both, because it could take us back thousands of years into the past, and for that, I'm referencing specifically the epilogue with their webtoon. So we'll touch on that in a bit, and why I'm thinking that. But let's go ahead and get started. Their outfits for this are so good. Joe's is so good. So in the end of the webtoon, they were in what seemed kind of like a desert-like place. Here, oh god, there's more lore I'm thinking about, but I'm not gonna make it convoluted, but do know I'm thinking about the kind of space that this is, like with these black, large pillars, cubed pillars. But anyways, sand, desert, we've seen it before at the epilogue of their Grey City webtoon. That sound right there. I know it's not much. I know it's so short, but I love it. It sounds so rough. It sounds so, like, raspy. I love that sound. Feral. It sounds so feral. It's so good. Freaking Joe? Who are you? Who are you, Joe? What happened? Oh, it is a moon. Nice. See, this is if I were to do lore videos on their choreography, I'd still come out with something, because their choreography always tells a story. The Crimson Moon shines, which kind of reminds us of the debut trailer. There's the Crimson Moon from Firework. And then there's Crimson Moon imagery and a lot of hype stuff as well. World War Light and Shadow intersect. And that kind of reminds me, that's talking about the eclipse. They're literally specifically saying with like different words, this is the night of an eclipse, right? A world where light and shadow intersect, and it kind of reminds me again of the Enhypen. I don't remember if it was Mama or MMA or what, but there was an Enhypen performance where there was a moon and a sun, and they're going against each other. There are two separate factions. We've been kind of talking about that being a possibility for their future. Oh, and there's some sun imagery here too. Hold on a second. On their pants. Is that Kay's pants? Right here. Looks like a sun. Yuma's outfit here is probably my favorite. Ah! Oh, and I noticed that too. Okay, look. So there's here we have a sun, and then here we have the moon on their outfits. But I've noticed this too. Some of them have like hearts like this. It's interesting. The design is really good. It's really interesting. So again, this like sun and moon imagery reminds me of that same like performance that I was talking about for Enhypen. So kind of going to the Dark Moon to Moon story. The question is, the color scheme is kind of what I'm thinking about, because here Yuma is wearing green. Green to me represents the Witch of Yedasa. But the boys are all wearing like black and blues. Ugh, these fits are so good! Yeah, oh, that's such a good design. And I haven't even gone over the lyrics yet. It's because I want to talk about the outfits from the second part. I just noticed, is that Fuma's jacket? Pause. Right here? No, it's not Fuma. Someone, oh, is it Hanawa? I was gonna say, I just noticed the sleeves are like pointed sleeves. It's very, that's very, that's fun. They're like flared, is that the way to say it? Flared sleeves. Pointed sleeves. Ah! Okay, these outfits. So it's a little, we don't know the story fully yet. And the concept of rebirth has not occurred for Anteam's story. It is in Blood Ultra, and it's present because of Suha and the vampires. They were reborn into the future, basically, and stuff like that. That's not something that we learned about for Anteam at all. But it could also just be them representing werewolves of the past. And I say that because these outfits give like some sort of like royalty vibes, like knights, right? It gives like they had, where's not the kingdom of Vargar, because that was Suha's kingdom. It was a neighboring kingdom. It might have been Wolfsbane, which is where Yuma and Maki's characters are descended from. It could be that, but their outfits give this kind of like royalty knight-esque type feel. Like the emblem here. Let me see. What does it look like? I can't tell. There's something. We're gonna definitely gonna take a look at it later. And then they have they all have the emblem. And it kind of reminds me of like knights, they wear the symbol or the emblem of their kingdom, right? And then they also have on their collars, with the ones whose collars you can see, a crescent moon right there. Same for Maki. And Ritu. Their outfits are so cool! They look like they could be almost like soldiers in a sense. Not really soldiers, but yeah. And so at the end of the Gray City webtoon, in the epilogue, it takes us to the past, and we didn't fully understand what was happening with it. It seemed like there may be like separate characters or something, but it took us to the past, brought us back to the present because they were fighting against what I believe might be another werewolf, and this werewolf calls not Nicholas's character, not Jack. It calls him a different name, a name from 10,000 years ago, and so that's why I'm wondering if it's possible that this could kind of be referencing that timeline as well. So in terms of lore, there's definitely some things here. Yeah, so this could be hinting that we might be going into that past, which means that we might be continuing Dark Moon, 2 moons. However, it's still kind of hard to say. I think we'll need at least the music video teaser to kind of know for sure where we're going to be going in terms of the direction. But yeah, the go in blind thing though, that makes me think of witches. So I don't know. We could definitely still be like, even like the green outfit here, like all of this, it could definitely still be that we're going into the Witch of Yedasa. So we're still going to be in the past story. It'd be really cool if we move into the Dark Moon 2 moons, but I guess if anyone were to introduce that story, which it should probably be in Hypen, unless they have like a collab music video or something. So most likely this will be the Witch of Yedasa, and we'll get to see a fragment of like Anteam's past from 10,000 years ago or something too. So, but going from there to the next thing, which is going to be the lyrics. The lyrics are so good. We're going to kind of highlight Anteam lore, and I'll let you kind of think about the werewolf lore based off of it, because it's pretty obvious in terms of the werewolf lore. But metaphorically, in terms of Anteam's lore, we're going to focus on that. So their debut trailer happened on the night of an eclipse, a red moon. So this crimson moon did actually happen during their announcement of them coming out into the world, right? And on that day, when the debut trailer was announced, they talked about their HAL reaching past 23 wards of Tokyo. Stats and records left those way behind. And I think this is again talking about their goals, but also trying to push those aside maybe. Because yeah, in this carved out era, I bear my things, I'll try. In this world, you'll die if you don't act first. Roaring voices mark the path, for we are glorious. The lyrics are so good! But yes. It feels like it's talking about them coming out into the world, right? This world that's already, the K-pop world, that's already carved out for them, in a sense. In terms of like, and just in general, like, this carved out era, it could be how that, in a sense, has already been laid out. This is the path, but it could also be like, like an era that they themselves carve out for themselves. Because one thing about Anteam is they're not necessarily following the same path that other groups are. Because, well, if you look at their journey, it's a little bit different. Let me go back. Like committing to like fighting. In this world, you die if you don't act first. Mark the path for we. It's a cold, vicious world. No time to stop. You have to fight. You have to keep going. This is obviously talking about their life as idols. Going right. Oh, so good. Okay, so here, this war that they're talking about isn't like war between idols or anything. It's more so the war of having themselves be heard, because in this vicious world of being a K-pop group, there are constantly people who are going to compare group to group to group, and there's also going to be people who are saying this is what counts as success. This is the only way that you'll know that you're succeeding, etc. Right? There's those things that they have to fight, these expectations that they have on them. It's a cold, vicious world because people are going to look at them with this lens of stats, or with this lens of comparison to other groups, or this lens of like, there's all these things out there, what can you show me, right? And so there's that sense. So in that way, it's a cold, vicious world, and this is a war. So here they're having to raise their voice because they need to be heard. In order to win, they have to raise their voice. And the thing about that is, for them, this isn't a path that's fully carved out for them. They have to carve it out for themselves, because they're not just a K-pop group, and they're not just a J-pop group. They're a global group, meaning they're trying to like promote themselves to the world. And so because they're not under one label, they miss out on a lot of opportunities and stuff, because they're not classified as a K-pop group, so they're not going to be nominated for this, and they're not classified as a J-pop group, so they're not going to be nominated for this, right? So like different things like that. And then you have like the fandoms in the community, how they might treat J-pop community is going to say, no, they're not J-pop, they're K-pop. And the K-pop community is going to say, no, they're not K-pop, they're J-pop. So they're having to go through this path that hasn't been like carved out for them as well, not unsure of where it's going to take them, and still, despite this darkness around them, have to try and like reach out and be heard. And here, even if that moon's far away, the moon meaning Lune, even if sorry, just thinking about that distance, even if we're far away, even if we're such a distance away, they'll still continue to howl so that we can hear them, so that they can reach our hearts, that they are right here. This is so good. Yes, the voice saying it's impossible. There's so many things pushing, just in general, K-pop groups too, right? Or any like idol group down. It's impossible to reach the dreams that you're setting for yourselves, and they're going against that, trying to prove themselves. No one can tell me if it's possible. I'm gonna do me. Yeah! In a way no one's ever done, shout it out. In their own way, on their own path that they mark for themselves, they're going to have their voices be heard. We're going to hear them. We will know that they exist. Yeah, my phone's almost dying. Okay, I've got some time. Oh, it's not scary if I can't see it. Oh, frack. Dang, that's good. Oh, frack. I really want to take a look at their tattoos. Yes, Yuma! Yes! Yes! And they're telling us that even if they have to wear a blindfold so that they can ignore the harshness of the world that's trying to push them down, they'll still push through and prove who they are. Ugh. The lore is good. And team is good. I, as a Lune, am blessed by their talent. Anyways, my battery's about to die and my charger is broken, so this I should probably end this now. But yeah, thanks for watching. I am going to go ahead and do some editing and then put this out as soon as I can. I'm really excited to have been able to kind of react to this and analyze it, because even though I watched it, I didn't get to really experience it, so I'm glad to be able to do that here. And then next week, on I believe Monday our time, Anteam's official music video comes out. So I'm excited for that. There'll definitely be a reaction for that. And I will see you again next time. Bye! Hi, to anyone who stayed at the end. You may have noticed that my channel has changed. I am now going to just go by I'm Just B, again, just because of the complexities between the name itself that I had before. I will have the @ the same for now, just to kind of make it easy for me to find. But I'm Just B is a name that I've been using for a while on other social media accounts. It just kind of is me expressing that I am who I am, a K-pop nerd, voice actor, doing my own thing, and trying to do that while being unashamed about it. So yeah, that's the reason for the name. And with that, I'm not as limited to just doing like lore content. That's gonna be a majority of what I do, but I can do, I feel more free and able to do like vlogs and different things like that. Put my voice work on at the bottom of the playlist there too. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for sticking around, and yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye!